I don't think that that helps us effectively create change.
Hey friend, rough day. People a lot more qualified than me have already addressed your problems with intersectionality, but I do think what I am qualified to do is answer your question, how do we then enact change? Now, I think what you meant by that is if we show sympathy to Trump voters who are now upset that they are being hurt by his policies, then they would be more likely to make a change in their life that would lead to them seeing things from our point of view. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. I would challenge the underlying assumption that they would, in fact, see things from our point of view. My qualifications for this are that I was raised far right, evangelical, Republican, conservative, everything that we would call MAGA today. And I spent the next 15 years of my life deconstructing it. And there were two things about my journey in particular that challenge the assumption that you make in your question. I think people go through more of a process of going from far right to center right to center to center left, and center left to left. Or possibly that way from your perspective. Two, I didn't make that change because I was shown sympathy or because anyone took pity on me. I made that change because of continual reality checks and follow through. As a cisgender woman, my day job is in the tech field, so it was not long before I got out there and started experiencing misogyny in the workplace. In that moment, if I had gotten sympathy and validation, it would not have led to that change. What I needed in that moment was to be challenged. Sort of a, hey, if you think your experience as a white woman is bad, you should hear about what black women go through, or disabled women, or trans women. And at that point, I was open to it. That's the type of reality check that initiates real change. The other thing is follow through. Both sides say they support children, only one wants to pay for lunches and healthcare. Both sides say they support disabled people, only one votes for inclusion and accessibility. Both sides say they value women, only one votes for women's healthcare and right to work. And to vote at this point, I guess. When you are living with that deep a level of cognitive dissonance in your values, you will either not last long or you are so far gone that there is no bringing you back. So when we say to people, this is what you voted for, that's not just a validation of our feelings. We are dealing with brainwashed fact deniers with very short-term memory. Saying this is what you voted for is reminding them of the cause of their problems, because a lot of them don't have enough critical thinking skills to see the cause and effect. So, for your question, how do we enact change? My question back to you is, what change do you want to enact? If we welcomed every frustrated Trump voter into our movement, it would greatly add to our numbers, but at what cost? When you're dealing with people who are only here because they are finally hurt, they have not done the work, they have not taken accountability for their actions, they have not made amends, they have not even created a better goal than the ones that they voted with. Now, the risk is that the marginalized people in your company will feel threatened. We have compromised the safety of our space and we risk losing the most important leaders of our movement. We're not here to recruit, we're here to protect and advocate. In short, don't feel sympathy for people who would kick dirt in your face if you were laying on the side of the road.